Well, hello everyone. Leticia has had a community post. Google had some, well, I should say YouTube, but Google does own them, had some issues yesterday, and some lives were cut off in, well, mid-live. And apparently Leticia and Ernie was two of these individuals. So Leticia has not tried to upload or go live again. But early this morning, when she got out of bed, she had the need to type at us. And she says, gotta catch my breath here, 3 weeks without my son. Everyone involved with removing him is going to be punished justly. You don't steal from a woman that's already been traumatized and abused more than necessary throughout her entire life. So if it's necessary, she's given us the green light. Just saying. Now she continues. I will counter suing and finally filing the charges I needed to file in order to send my rapist to prison once and for all. Well, no one has sued you, so you can't countersue. And you can only file a complaint. Prosecutors and grand juries, depending on the law of the states, are involved in the charging part. Now she continues. I called to try to ask what had happened with the filings towards my rapist, and the detective lied and stated they found me, in caps, guilty. No, they found reason to charge you. And the cops didn't do that. I'm most certainly, all in caps, not guilty. And you, all in caps, next two words, stole my son because you wanted to play, all in caps, sick games with our lives. I think I'd rather play a round of golf, just saying. But once again, she continues. It was against my rights as a rape victim that they refused to file the report, and because I refused to play along with their sick lies, they punish me. She asked that as a question, by the way. No! She just answered her own question. I'll be doing everything possible to hire lawyers in order to sue the state of Arkansas for misfiling all the proceedings with which I've been involved. You don't get to do that. In fact, no one gets to do that. Removing my child from my breast was a terrible decision on your behalf. You only removed him in order to persuade everyone that I was incapable of tending to his every need. Blatant lies. I am and always will be a wonderful mother and deserving of my children. Twisting someone's words will get your own tongue tied when faced with the reality of your indiscretions. I'm not randomly sleeping around with anyone. She's saying. Now, she goes on for quite some time. The fact I've been owed pain and suffering for the sexual assaults is the, and all in caps, only reason I was able to afford a home and the baby. Wasn't able to afford a home and the baby, excuse me. The father will, all in caps, go to prison as soon as I've clarified the facts that the rape took place. So, in Leticia logic, that she will get all she wants, all she has to do is keep telling us the same thing over and over. Yeah, she says, now I will also be placing proper reports against the police officers and orderlies. I had presumed they did that when I tried to file in the hospital years ago, but they refused to file. Another violation that will be looked into properly. By the Leticia order, I can only guess. But she continues, I am extremely disappointed in the legal system of this country. Yes, she didn't get to use it as her own tool. They lie about grapes, because they want to hide the secret by protecting all men that violate women with their authoritative positions and used to get away with it. I mean, I think Leticia's going to be the Punisher now. I'm not doing this anymore. I will be placing proper reports now, and I will be retaining an attorney. I'd like to know how she's going to magically do this, considering she spends all her money on pot, vegan food, and bitching at us. Now, she continues, violating a disabled citizen for this long is going to cause huge problems for you all. Oh, wow. I mean, my life isn't more difficult, but now, Leticia didn't get her way, so it's going to cause us all huge problems. The fact that you remove my son over lies is going to haunt you, and you will all be punished. Really? Can I get a slap on the wrist or something for my minimal involvement? Prison for rapists. That's all they should receive. They will be looking into my allegations once I place efforts into suing the system and federal government for allowing all the cruel and unusual punishments that I've had to live through while my rapists walk freely to grape and sexually assault others. I had to say that like a wrestler just to get through this. Because after all, it is kind of long-winded and ranty. But she's still going on a little more. I guess I needed to actually file, but when I did, they abused me. This is a huge lawsuit, and we've all known it's been leading to this because Arkansas refused to file the assaults properly. In other words, just take her word for everything as queen and go, yes, mistress, we shall lock them in the dungeon. Shall we whip them now, Mistress Leticia? And now she says, all in caps, I need my son back. Now all in caps, now! You're all going to, all in caps, pay for removing him from my side. And she has 85 comments we're not going to go into because that was rather long-winded. But if you wish, you can go to her tab and read them yourself. So yes, this is Leticia's first thought when she got up this morning, is to basically threaten us. So everyone, please put your comments below. And remember, Leticia is going to get us.